What have you come to this earth to do is the question that we are asking the tarot today. To receive the answer to this question, you must pick one of these two doors. Here we have door number one, and here we have door number two. So go ahead, take a moment, make your selections now between door one or door two. I will include the timestamps in the description so that you can fast forward to your group. For those of you that picked door number one, we have a combination of tarot and oracle cards here, but we're going to go ahead and start with your first oracle card, which is Unicorn number 17. What a beautiful card. This is the card of magic. This is the card that tells you to invite magic in. And so the question, what is it that you have come to do? Why are you on this earth? There's a sense here of curiosity, simple pleasures, enchantment, being receptive to new things, building magic or bringing magic into a culture, into a people. It almost feels like one of your main purposes is to be of a magical service to people, to bring some kind of enchantment with the people that you interact with. I imagine that a lot of the people that pick this group, you are in many ways the light of your family, where other people might be more analytical, more to the point, more to the bottom line. What's the point of it all? You're more magical. You tend to see the beauty in everything and everyone. And so there's a sense of creating this magical place or creating this magical environment around people. All cultures have a tradition of magical storytelling. I think that you excel in this. The magic of these stories, they engage your curiosity, our emotions, and our imagination, as well as the fantastical enchantment, right, that we find in literature. So I think that a lot of you are in line with this magic. It almost feels like you're the person that brings this to your family. And the cards around, the tarot cards around, give us a little more understanding of it, right? We have here the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, and here's a pretty grim picture of the mind being essentially put in a place of bondage, right? And so this can be the people around you. This can be people who are going through a very bad time, freeing themselves, right? And how do they free themselves? They free themselves with your help, with your light, the light and the magic of the unicorn. And so with the Eight of Swords, you've come to set the captives free from their negative thinking. There's a lot of work to be done. You've come here to work. Okay, this is not a time to rest. You've got the Page of Coins. You've got the Knight of Coins. So if it feels like your life is hectic, if it feels like your energy is draining, if it feels like you need a little bit more, you do, because, well, you've come here to work. You've come here to set people free, and there's a lot of people to set free. Whenever you shine your magic, it depletes you in some weird way, right? So yeah, you've come here to work, absolutely, and you've come here to be a blessing to other people. We definitely see a glimpse of that brightness, of that magic, of that light with the door that you picked, right? It's like you're walking into heaven almost with this door. Now, your final card is to shed the shell. And this is a very interesting message, right? Crack the cocoon and fly away. A lot of you, you want to try and be everything to people around you. A lot of you want to try and be of service to humanity in the best way possible, but sometimes you have to walk away because there's just not everyone is going to be receptive to our message. And so one of the things that you've come here to learn is when things get too tough, you don't have to stay on this sinking ship. You can go ahead and get off. It's fine. No one's going to hold you accountable or judge you for it. Prioritize yourself, crack the cocoon, fly away, be free is what this oracle card is talking about. Also, I think that for a small minority of you, you've come to this earth to get away from something, to break free from a system that was before. You've come here to set yourself free from that. So this is kind of like a transition from that energy to a different energy. So that is what I am seeing here. Group number one, the magical unicorn. Welcome, group number two. Very beautiful door you picked. We have here a combination of tarot and oracle, and we're going to start with your first oracle card, which is the very beautiful Nightingale. Here this is a card that essentially talks of joy, talks of energy, happiness, even health. We see here amongst the cherry blossoms and in the gentle warmth of a spring morning, the nightingale, which is sharing a song essentially, and we also see this young princess who's transfixed listening to the melody, and there's a sense here of tranquility, right? There's a sense here of beauty. This is in every way part of what you've come here to do. You've come to give people of your music, of your song, and it's more than that. It can be writers, this can be creators, this can be people who are here actively molding and shaping the culture in some artistic way. So the nightingale kind of brings us to that understanding. But then we look at the surrounding cards, which are some pretty interesting ones. You've got the King of Swords here. We're using the in-between tarot, so it's actually two tarot cards in one, the Knight and the King. So with this king, what we see here is someone who's incredibly intelligent, someone who's very good with words, someone who is a good writer, someone who's good in debating. Now, the King of Swords is also someone who's able to create hierarchies. This is the, you can think of a lawyer, you can think of someone who's very analytical. There's the beauty of the King of Swords is that there's different layers to the king. Now, if we combine that with the artistic talents of the nightingale, what we have is a muse, what we have is a singer, a creator. Now, this life is going to require a lot of patience for you. You do have the hangman and you have death. I think that a lot of you are in this energy where you want to quit. Things aren't working out. You think, okay, I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna go ahead and quit, which is why one of the tarot cards is the death card. But the hangman is kind of what you have to overcome. It's the sacrificial element of this earth and this life that you've chose to come into. There's this energy here where everything worth doing takes time to build. And so what we see with the hangman is he's willing to hang for a little while, even though it burns, even though it hurts. It's sacrificial in nature, but it is what's required right now. And so patience is the key word, right? Patience is the word when we think of the hangman. And that is the biggest challenge for you, because I think a lot of you are go-getters. You want to get it done. You want to sing. You want to build, but you have to be patient. And then we have the final oracle card, which talks of building inner strength. There's a message of lighting up the sky of your mind. Again, another word, another key word that speaks of the mind. Again, we do have the King of Swords here, which is all mind. It's all intelligence. It's very airy energy. And so you're being asked while you're in this period, this hold time with the hangman, to simply just work on your craft. I think that's what you should be doing. You should be reading books. You should be gaining knowledge. You should be gaining understanding. There's a sense here of just being someone who builds. You be someone who does not shy away from that challenge. Okay, and when the opportunity strikes, and it will strike, you're going to be prepared. So don't be someone who just kind of lets things happen, waits for things to occur. Be someone who's constantly building. Nightingale energy. Once again, you're going to have the opportunity to sing your song to the world, and someone is going to take notice, and they're going to reward you in some kind of way. So be patient, build on your strength. Success will be yours.